Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Blue Hens will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Lets it fly on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. So Delaware's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. Snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Bear offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Spector.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Nice move there. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Bears are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First down, 10 yards to go. Going to the ground. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's York. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it. It's York. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going. Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Callaway. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to respond.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's 12. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage. With a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball. A running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they
turning it on.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense in an empty set. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Power football with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. Looking for room at the 40. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Delaware. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by just 1 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run play action. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. They were really excited about the programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Makes the grab on the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bears will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. To the air, it's Callaway. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Free up the gut. Inside. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle offense to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Callaway. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Blue Hens trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Dropping back, it's Callaway. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for space, it's York. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sure hands, it's York. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down coming up.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This His running backs had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Callaway. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Bear offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Good enough for a 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Bears are marching down the field.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion,
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Big fella INT. Great job recognizing the screen. How about the eye-hand coordination by the big man there? Hauling that interception in and then rumbling and bumbling and stumbling.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game.
Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Delaware. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Callaway. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key for
the give from the gun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Blue Hens in the hurry up. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Great job by the back on the option. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, going to the air. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready.